Hey y'all, it's Leaning here. I want to talk about what good game design looks like. Okay, so with one of the recent updates, Minecraft added copper armor and tools. Now, when you're in the late game, it's kind of useless. So this is more for like early, mid-ish game. But I want to talk about why this is good game design. So before, copper only had like a few uses. You could create raw copper. You could create blocks. It was mostly decorative. It wasn't really useful to like an average player. But with the introduction of tools and armor, it honestly adds a lot of like depth and like decision making in the early game. So the most comparable tool to copper would probably be stone. Copper is fairly cheap and fairly easy to get. I mean, just in this world, I have tons of it already. Like, I have over a stack. This could make several suits of armor and tools. So, it being like a kind of like a better stone, like it mines faster, like compared to stone. So, like, if I just take some stone that's over here, right? If I mine this, okay, this is the speed we expect. But then here, it's very slightly faster, plus also having an additional, what's that, 29 durability. It's fairly cheap and easy to make, and it actually protects a lot. I have half my armor bars full. In early game, especially on hard mode, that really does help. And it being so easy to get makes it a lot better to earlier players and make it a lot easier for them. So I think a lot of like game developers should take note from this is that game design doesn't have to be always for the super casual or the like super sweaty players. I think if you just make something for a little bit of everyone, which I think copper is a great example. So copper is good for decorative purposes. If you want some like orange tints, or if you want like a slightly eroded looking place, you can use weather copper or regular copper for that. If you want something, something slightly better in your stone, but you don't have quite enough iron yet, this was just after a trip of mining with this, by the way. Um, if you don't have iron yet, copper is really great. It has pretty decent durability, better than like leather. Like leather armor is what I rarely ever go for. Copper might be my new starting out set because I usually try to like fast track it to iron, but copper is pretty solid. And plus, since copper is pretty common, it's gonna be less expensive than making iron armor sets all the time. Especially if you, since this early game, I don't have like things like iron farms or I explore the mines and collect all the iron in them. I think it's really a cool idea. Plus, also having it being a decorative block, like especially with like these copper blocks or the other variants, like the chains that are in here as well. All right, there, copper bars. It's like a slight variation to iron bars, and yet these have their own like unique color palette, which probably wouldn't fit with an iron, but it would be better with copper. All this is to say, I like copper. I'm glad it has a use, and I'm finally glad that we got the copper golem. All right, that's my rant video. Linnea out.